get that feeling that we are living in an inverted reality. I mean, think about it. Everything that harms us, that is detrimental to our health, is readily available, it's convenient, it's cheap, it's advertised on almost every corner, and everything that is healthy and good for our overall well-being is strange, is labeled as alternative, or it's just ridiculously overpriced. Let's take drinking, for example. People call it social drinking. I call it social sinking. Why? Because mentally, physically, and spiritually, it's dragging us down. There's another drink that is maybe not as harmful as alcohol, but not that much different. And that was meant to be used on occasions as a medicine, but is instead being used regularly. Now, some of you may have guessed I'm talking about coffee. It's one of those stimulants that people are addicted to and they can't get by without having a couple of cups of coffee a day. I call coffee liquid anxiety. Let's take food, for example. Processed foods. Foods that are ultra-processed, laden with chemicals, sprayed with pesticides. Most of these are just considered food today. These are the baseline foods of most people's diet. On the other hand, you have healthy foods that are organic, that are free of chemicals and pesticides. However, these require a special label that indicates that they are organic. They're not as readily available and they're overpriced. Imagine flipping the script. Imagine if all these coffee shops and bars around every corner were to be replaced with organic cold-pressed juice bars, whole food cafes, and if all these grocery stores that are just lined with shelves of processed, chemical-laden foods were to be replaced with community gardens where food is organically grown, free of pesticides, free of these chemical additives and processing, where people can go and volunteer their time and grow their own food and feel much more connected to the very foods that we consume, where this food is freely available to everyone, where there is no profit motives attached to the sale of foods, then this would be the ideal reality. This is what sanity should look like. This is what normal should look like, where we are much more connected to nature. Because this inverted reality that we are living is inverted by design. It is a system that cannibalizes the very people that are participating in this economy.